Good morning, friends. This is Jeff Arcos. Welcome again to the daily webinar. Today we are Tuesday, 23rd of July, 2019. Remind you, this webinar is not meant to be a financial advice to anyone. This is only an education presentation. Please consider term and condition before you continue and when you're receiving this recording. As well, thank God for another day into my life. And I pray His blessings today in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, good morning. So I hope so everyone is okay. So let's have a look at normal Tuesday is when things really fire up in the market after, but would be Monday night really. But we'll see what we have today on the news side. Again, we have not really much through the day. Something great, and then after midnight as well. So it seems like it's gonna be quite clean day. With the dollar, we start with a sort of kind looking down, as the US and the weekly. Actually, the majority of I think the US, the candle does not display the strength, the weekly candle, but this is what it is. And today, this actually has some kind of bullish day. Looks to me that it's gonna continue with his sideways move, but nothing that we can do about it for that. All right, pound New Zealand is got triggered on last week, so now it's in a break even. So we'll see what happened for that. It's no new opportunities whatsoever. Euro New Zealand's continue his run, has hit now that looks like a turning point candle. It is in a level that should be out of that, so I'm just gonna wait for the 10 to 12, maybe 2 hours, see what happened here, and then tied up my stops because I'm close to the target. And what a good run it was with that. And this isn't the manual way of trading, like if you don't, the beauty of this that you turn it off your computer and you don't care what happened next. You just make your decisions and that's it. New Zealand, US, we have a pullback and now we got a second day down. So we're still looking on the direction that we see over there. So it seems like now with the dollar come a bit stronger, maybe here we will have a retracement. We're still waiting maybe for levels of support, but time will tell us. And so far, we'll see what happened from there. Um, New Zealand yen, we got a trade last week, and now it's in a break even with a little bit of profit. And yeah, so that's normally Monday. Sometimes that's why sometimes it's better to cut Mondays off and yeah. So there it is. Pound Australia, I have nothing yet. So still waiting for the opportunity. Pound yen, same. And today is interesting because the pound yen, when we're looking here, the pound is 0, the yen is -2, so it's no great number. It's just that the candle is quite nice fit with our strategy. So I got a very conservative sort of kind of entry, so maybe 25 pips, 30 pips only. For this one, supposed to be 50, but I don't think so, given more than that because of the yen is not strong either. So it can go sideways really this from here. So I'm a bit nervous about that position, but we'll see what happens anyway. Euro Australia is going down, continue. Today, this is the pound Australia. So this is what I did wrong. Something went wrong in my, so you see this is pound Canadian. Let me check over there. Euro Australia, so H1. So it's supposed to be H2. So yeah, all right, I will correct later. So this is the Euro Australia now, number 2. So in here, um, I got triggered. Yeah, I forgot actually to disconnect that one there. But anyway, so the market got activated. So I got to try running in that. See what happened. Pound Canadian is now quite interesting where it is. Now I like this ABC setup with a nice sort of candle formation on a bullish way. Is the closest still bearish, but that's a nice opportunity. So we have here the color has changed. We are about the midpoint, and as well we got the the index mira with us over there. So there we are. So we got a short yesterday, and the short got 30 pips off. So didn't want to give it because I measured actually. When I went to bed, I measured through these two over there, and I said, no, I'm not giving any more. So 30 pips are gone. Now it's looking to go long today with this one. Pound US, the same. We got it uh, yesterday. We got a short, and so the short got activated now. So now I will follow through there, see what happened through here, whether I'm gonna tie up my stops or just let it run. It seems like the pound US is still on the negative side at the moment because as US is strong, so that fits perfect with what we want to do. All right, just keep in mind that we got in a quite interesting level of support. So this maybe will be the last try of the pound to go bearish before. If we break that trend line over there, if we draw a trend line there, it will be a very strong breakout, and that could be a nice trade for now. Euro yen, we got to look in only one direction, so that it is. So just looking for opportunity. So when I look in opportunity, what I normally do is just move my trail, manually, just moving the entries, limit stop orders over there. Euro Canadian, we were looking to go long, and the market got the long, and I got a stop out with the 30 pips again. So I measured from here to there. So when I consider it's around the 30 pips, I say, yeah, that's it. Don't give it any more. And the 30 pips are gone. But now we're looking to go long. We got the weekly trend line. Okay, we got the daily breakout. Definitely, it is a nice daily breakout, and we got as well. I forgot to put it the Euro Canadian. Sorry, I forgot completely to change it. So Euro Canadian, it is in the second highest, and that should be considered to go long on that one there. So there it is. So 30 pips over there. So from the fractal to the fractal measure, you know, and we got the loss from yesterday as well. So that's okay. So okay, so we'll see what happened. That was Monday. Sometimes it's like that. Um, Euro US, the other ones wants to go up, and when I put trades like that, I always look around the basket what they have, and suddenly the Euro US did have. So now it's continue in this and it says so here it hasn't triggered, so still waiting for that another 30 pips over there, and we'll see what happened. Australia US looking to go long. Now this is interesting what it is because I'm looking the high, the high, and it seems like a here now not only breaks but it's confirming with the second day um, to go. So therefore, from here, I can just now say, yeah, this is a nice opportunity to maybe double top in the market. It's completely against everything that we do. It's just that the Australia, the US is quite strong compared to the other ones who has there. So that it is. So here I actually have 20 pips for this one. I don't have 30 because the distance is no, it's actually 15 pips, so 20 is enough. And try to save as much as I can from there. US Swiss, we're looking to, well, let's continue to go short in that direction, and the next short over there, and that it is two shorts and continue running. So now it's trailing from that position. US yen on here, Monday we don't have nothing. Tuesday start playing over there. So hopefully we will see. I will be looking if something breaks below over there. I will activate the E8 to try that breakout over here, but time will tell me because that's a nice continuation for a short as the market displays over there. U.S. Canadian did Monday nothing. Tuesday we got as all the Canadian cross a beautiful trend line over there along over here, daily candle close up. US Canadian is in the top. Possible, from here, it would draw a line. We are on a critical level of support or resistance. So, and again, 20 pips over there. That's all I risk from here to there, and then, yep. So instead of putting, 100, just 20 pips, and let that one run from there. Australian yen, nothing today. Canadian yen, we were looking to continue going short from that trade, and the market did manage to stop me out. I think, yep, maybe, yeah, possible. So we were in a break even. So now I'm looking today for a short at again um, in this trade over there. All right. So Canadian yen, as we see, Canadian is actually a very, very nice one to look today. One group today. Swiss yen, we were looking out. Canadian yen, we're looking to go short. Swiss yen, we're looking to go long. So, in the times in the past, I would not be doing those kind of tries. But as I say, try what I see over here. This is what it's telling me over there. And put the trace and nothing more, isn't it? So, and suddenly the trade got triggered. So now my stop loss comes over there in the next fractal over here. So that's what I like to normally play, and wait for tomorrow over there. Gold, we closed that trade over there as the market came. Another small profits, added up at the end. And today, possible, I'm tracing now because here maybe, nighttime, I don't have time to look. So I'm trailing manually where the market could possible continue there. All right. So, and that's what I do over there. So with oil is the same. So yesterday I took the profit from there, but now from here I'm trailing, because I can be at nighttime. In Canadian normally, oil moves, after midnight, really American time, and so I just set up, my trade over there. That's, sometimes I go 10, 11, 12 up to bed. So I'm looking, the last look I do put it over there, and that's it. So that's what I normally, Dave, you asked me this question about oil. So that's what I normally do, just trailing my entry. I'm convinced that I'm looking only one way. All right, there are two ways to trade. So I'll show you a little bit over there, the two ways to trade, the Gracie. And yeah, and today it's just come down, get a trade, and now actually today we have a purple, bearish day, reversal pin bar, which it could be done for today. S&P 500, we got a break even. The market comes to stop me out with a big pullback. So now I'm waiting for see what happens. So far I got a break, so I'm looking for short. But this is gonna be the one is gonna define me whether I should be looking to go long. Another this different than the S&P 500, the Australian 200 did have the break. So this is the line that I'm looking. That's the day that it breaks. That's what it is. It is so the market continue just playing around. Stop loss is still in a safe place, and that could be, if I do another target from there, we can have a good run. So good on you, Australia. So we are in a very good market at the moment. The Dutch, um, we're only looking to go short. So there it is. The market, I was looking from there, and I think it last night has come up. Stop me out. That's fine. Now I'm waiting for the next opportunity to continue going down as the market allow us to. The UK 100 the same. Got to stop out with a short over there. So I guess that if the S&P 500, will will break up. Everything will break up. So far, everything in all these indexes is looking that way. And yeah, same with this one. Possible waiting for the opportunity short. So now we're coming to a time that, if you are not much on the cryptocurrency trader, uh, remember I was telling you about waiting for the month that is the opportunity that we need to be wait. So this is the month, and now we're about to finish July. So that for me start forming this nice opportunity over here. All right. And I'll show you more in details from there, but this for me now is just a setting up. All right. So the mean that I'm setting up, and this you can apply for everything here is because every time the market presents this kind of run from here to there, and the market retrace, here is when you have to be looking right there for a very nice weekly candle close. And that are the trades that actually you can, as the market allow us more, you can continue add positions and add positions as the market runs from there. So, and once the opportunity is run over, so then the next opportunity, it was right over here. So right over here is again another opportunity to continue looking to the another the market comes back again, and that's another opportunity right over here. And the easy part of it there is just to look for the weekly candle close that is gonna telling us. And if we have that kind of formation like that, I'll show you anyway soon the try setup. So this is, cryptocurrency comes has it's not going. All right, cryptocurrency is here to stay, and I know this is going to be a bit volatile market. So I'm being continue buying, things I think this month over there, but very small portions, all the way up. But this one there now is coming up with a weekly setting up like this one with a breakout like that. That's where now you can just keep an eye open. You can talk to a broker things, and you can just put in $100 or $200. You don't need to put thousands of dollars in this one. And yeah, I have actually a company called Daxi, who actually if you are interested, of course, um, you give it $100, and then, for example, right now I'm going to very, one of these days giving another $500 and say, look, there it is, and they purchase all the altcoins for you. So they form a portfolio for it, not only in Bitcoin, but Litecoin, Ethereum, Monero, and all of these. And that's quite nice because I know, what exactly where to really buy and sell. And if they distribute it, my goodness, and you don't worry about, stop losses, nothing. You just purchase the physical thing. So yeah, so that's it's quite nice. So I was talking to you before about that. So things are heating up, and yeah, just keep an eye. So here again, that's what I was waiting for. And look at the market, amazing and coming back. So right over here, I'm like I said, getting up, just praying and say, God, tell me the day that I need to do this new purchase. So this is a nice opportunity again. All right. So, and we'll see. So same with this one, and we'll see. So, and that's it. So we'll look at that, and that it is. Now let me show you what I was saying to you. Uh, this thing is persevering that. Um, Maybe just up to here only, so we can there. So let's see. This is the monthly, all right, and the bottom. And look, this strategy really can, sometimes I don't I try to make sure. So what I really I'm looking is something same line of the ABC. So what I'm looking is bars that is coming down, but suddenly one bar decides to go up. So this is the full setup that I'm looking at, and this one over there, whatever time frame it is. So bars that is coming up, but one bar it decides to come down. And this is the setups that we need to find. So three single bars, the displays to me. So if we look in through here, so we see 1, 2, and 3. So one bar up, one bar up, one bar down. So that for me is a setup. So here we have 1, 2, 3. So one bar down, two bars down, so one bar up. So right over here, I'm looking to trade. 1, 2, and the third one is negative. So here I'm looking to trade. All right. So here, for example, when this is I'm looking to buy all the way down there, to buy over here, to sell over there, to buy over there. All right. So the BTC pullback in the monthly is bullish. Yes, I would consider that as a bullish retracement at the moment, Richard. So yeah, I don't know if you heard about Daxi. I think I did. I remember that I got 1,000 coins, all coins with them. Um, yeah, so I think you already know. But with this company, so if you give it, if you deposit the money to them, it's an Australian company, by the way, international but based as well in Australia. Um, they distribute, they create a portfolio for you, but you decide, okay, you're not depending on them to tell you, okay, do now. So I'm looking every single strong pullback. It's like, yeah, here is a good place to today. And this guy say, oh, but why you want to buy now when everything is sell? I said, look, well, it's not your business, I will not tell you what I'm doing, but this is what we're doing. All right, let's have a look this one, because this can really, makes life very easy for you and applying for what we do anyway. So I'll say to you that right over here, what I'm really looking, when I see this, I'm looking for a week to go long. So what I'm looking from that, all these weeks down, I know what I'm looking over there. I'm looking just for a level, anything around here to buy. And look what exactly comes, that buy. Now this one didn't work out okay, but that's all right. Now right over here, goodness, I'm looking what? To sell. Whether it is the highest over there or the close of that candle over here. So right over here, I'm looking to sell with the index meter on the weekly candle close. So in other words, I'm using the weekly index meter to trade against the monthly direction. Okay, I can send you the link later, Richard, all right? So I think it's Daxi or Duxi. I have to check up over there, all right? So, and this is something that I'm being, sort of quite trailing myself, but I believe this is the way to trade this, even the stock market of anything over there. So I'm using my weekly index meter. I don't know, hopefully that you will get this concept over there. I'm using the weekly index meter to trade against the monthly, um, a trade against the monthly strength. So you see here, I'm looking to go short when the monthly is bullish. All right, because I'm looking for that setup over there. For example, there, what I'm looking right this month was everyone's saying no, this thing is going down. Look, is no more hope. But what I'm looking over there is this week, and that is the week, my friends, that you can put a trade. I have this could be, blow your mind, because this is the weeks that I believe all hedge fund managers put their money in it. It's a quite long process. Maybe this type of trades um, will know how I say show ups every single day, but when they do, if you do your own self-managed super fund, this is the one that you need to get into place. All right. Now, I have left the recorded open, so for people who will receive the video, once you come to the chats and you don't want to watch anymore, you can cut it up there. All right, so that's I think because it's not fair as well of everything that we do, um, that the teaching, these things that sometimes, this is the main thing of the webinar is that you're not meant to learn everything in the workshop. For me it's very hard to try to get all my ideas and my concept in just 2 days workshop, but this is what it is. So I will, that's what I keep recommending. Keep downloading your videos, put it in a folder, organize the folder, week by week and day by day, and sometime when you are boring of watching TV, you can come and watch me. All right. Yeah, so right over here is when I need the index meter. So this is my job every week now, that I'm looking over here. If I have a weekly like that, let's see, and this week is over here, and I look there, I say bingo, I got the trade for that one there, because that's the ones that actually last longer. You can come in trailing once a week there, and that's it. And then you can add positions here if we come at this point over there on a daily. Where are you? Oh, there you are. So once that over there, look the opportunities on a daily that you can add position every time the market pulls. Every time the market pulls, you can add more than one. You can start. Let's see, let's talk in dollars. Let's say you started, with a $500 here. You know, and when you see this is one of the strongest way that he has another 500, another 500, another 500. It's good to maybe add it up or top up, 2 or 3 times maximum, not to continue because sometimes we remember the Elliott wave has his moves, and always the one that the third one and the fifth one, I think it says, is actually the better ones. Um, I can see on the monthly, it always looks like a turning point in the market rather than the continuation. Yeah. So what I'm looking, Helen, is that I always say this, that when you're looking for direction, there is nothing more than the monthly can give you a direction, isn't it? And it says what to buy, what to sell. But at the end of the day, if we always keep saying retracement is what is our frame, isn't it? All right. So now sometimes the market will be silly like this one. So what can you do? Nothing that you can do. This is something that is already in a continuation market because the market has given us 2 months strong, 2 months weakness. But the third month, the market has pulled back down. So let's see, this is January, February, and this is March. So at the end of the March, you say, "Oh my goodness, this thing's no." But actually, at the end of the March is the greatest opportunity because look what all the buyers done, cash all the money, and this is what I believe is the main move of all markets that we can see around over here. But so my job at the end of this month, um, Helen, is to wait for that weekly, and from that day, you know what to do best. So this kind of trade is a trade, that we want to hang on for quite a long time over there. Now, sometimes, we will not have that, is the index made a pointing to this, and once that it goes past the monthly low, so that said, things are not working anymore. So what we're looking is very simple. For example, this for me would be a setup. So here, look how strong the market has been. All right. So here is the market's comeback. So here I'm waiting for a what? A weekly that is telling me. Look now what happened the following month. It's continue coming down. But what is interesting me that at the end of the month, look what week I have. All right. So at the moment we have a bullish mindset, because this could become, a bearish if this month finishes there. We cannot looking now to go short over there because the market can't complete. You see, one thing is retracement, but one thing is reversal. So this is a reversal over there. But look what a great opportunity over there when the weekly candle close comes, and look at again the moves are just phenomenal from there. Now, one thing to observe as well, when you have this kind of scenarios over there, when would be here the best time to trade, you know? And as we say, maybe the monthly hasn't given us, monthly pullback, but can we see what the weekly has done and pullback? The weekly has done and pullback. So that is another thing, that when we have the direction already in place, because here we don't see any bullish direction. We keep saying a bearish direction over there. You see, and instead of me of waiting for that month to tell me to do, I can right over here start looking with the index mira what direction should be I'll be looking to trade. Now here, of course, we were looking right over there. I would be continue looking to go long. That is the long over there. Let's see, maybe go trigger, maybe no, go to stop out. But then the market, what it was support has become resisting, and the market goes in a completely different direction. But now we see that the market retraced. This is even if it is not a bullish candle, this is a retracement candle, isn't it? So we have a nice 4 months of coming down, but this month it tends to retrace over there. So what my mind said right at the end of the month, whatever month it was there, July. So at the beginning of August, what I want to be looking is for the first weekly. So what we do with this, we trade against the monthly strength by observing the weekly candle close, and there it is, the move that we have over there. Now, sometime we will have these beautiful setups over here. This is a nice pullback, isn't it? And again, the first week, 2 weeks, first week, 5 weeks, 7 weeks, and from there it's just. And now, do we have a bearish setup? Every time the market pulls is a setup. Every time the market, this is a pull. You see that the monthly wick over there is a pull, and there it is. This is another pull over there. All right. So this is the concept that retracement is our frame. All right. So that we need to keep looking to that into that that so for example there. So what a beautiful monthly 2 months retracement. And this is, a lot of people get excited when the market runs and say, oh, I'm going to buy it right over here, and suddenly 2 months later, if the account is not big enough, it's wipe out. And this is when we get excited, wait always for these pullbacks and look that weekly over there. And of course, the volatility got up, but the EA would put us back over there. But every time the market went from there it is. What a great opportunities over here. Not to go bullish because the monthly says, but to go bearish. Why? Because the monthly direction overall is going down. Look here, another opportunity over there. Can you see there, Helen? That we see, first of all, we see a nice breakout, isn't it? And as soon the breakout is happening, so right at the end of the month, I want to be looking the first week. And from there, market comes again, and we have this nice run over there. Here, which direction we're going to be looking? We're going to be looking to go long. It lasts 2 weeks, it lasts 3 weeks, and then, but we continue looking the directions the market says. What about that? That's a nice trend line breakout. The market goes up first week. This is possible another pullback, and again the weekly. Now looking across all the pairs, and find out, every so this job really, it has to be at the end towards the beginning of the month. Okay. And this is, you don't have to really break your brain and and go around try to find where is the best. This is only, this is a very sort of kind of mechanical way. I believe this is jewels, this is pure gold right over there. Why I'm going to be looking, the how the SIP can be this, because here we got a break. Here is the 2 months, 1 month up, and if the weekly here it pointing was towards, look what a nice trace they are. And even this pullback over there, I'm looking to go short. And let's see, got to stop out here. Here's my next try. Here's my next try, and here, then we have the demand. So and this is where I said about crypto. Hang on there. Do you do your research about that? Because even $100 in crypto, if that thing now, this is the first sort of kind of ABC the Bitcoin does after his big pull. All right, and if that thing from that shoots, tell you, you know, I don't know if you heard the stories about people how well has done it, um, um, there. So look for example there, Helen. You come at the beginning of the month and you see all these things and I say, look at that, the market is reversing. No, it's not reversing. It's actually, we need to keep always tell, even look myself when I prayed, I said, God, help me to find or help me to make retracement my frame. Because that's what it is, at the end of the day, this is what is all about. Because right over here, so when we come at the beginning of the week and we see over there, especially if it is, the beginning of the month, this is that's what I'm excited with Bitcoin and all the altcoins that are there, because the setup is now there, and it's just about to it's getting breakups there, and as you see, this is no really, how can I say this is um it's no, it's something real, that's what I want to mean there. And even from that break over there, that every time market pulls, every week that it pulls actually is opportunity to continue going down, 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 down. Just by looking something so simple. Look, let's say you don't want to get the bottoms and the tops of the market. You're just gonna be a hunter of this strategy only. Like a Helen. Helen would love to do this way, isn't it? Now, how can you get wrong, Helen, if you just come over here and you're just gonna look for these patterns there, and then come on the week, Helen has plenty money, so say, "Oh, I'm gonna put $500,000 here," and then walk away. Uh, but these are, I believe, the safe place for us to try. Now, filters is very important, because when things like this happen, for example, this for me is a very nice setup to go short. Why? Because that's what the chart is telling me. So as you see over there, let's have a look here, because we need to have those filters as well in place. So that it is. So that's a nice opportunity, everything over there, and that it is. The market, get us into the trade, and this is why it is important to keep at its losses small, very, very small, the losses. And from there, we never have another week that actually says we're going down, isn't it? So therefore, say, yep, that's fine. There's no issue over there. But look what happened now over there. The market retrace, in this bullish run. So right over there, it was no big run, but it was at least a run from there, um, at the end of the day. But that's how important it is, to keep an eye looking for these opportunities, because they're showing up over there. Look, for example, with the Aussie, when the Aussie pulls there, you know, when the Aussie did pull, for example, there, and again over here. And every time the market does this kind of pulls, is even that, for a little it is, but that one is quite clear over there. And the job from this one is what they're actually the weekly index meeting. Now, here you see, keeping that mindset, look what happened in that week over there. So we know that week, when you look in a monthly, again the weekly against the monthly strength, that's when the setups could happen over there. All right. Okay, so I hope so this one will help everyone. What are the rules for the three candles? Are locking, close, midpoint, just candle color? I would not have any specific rules, Richard. It's just really one thing that the same way we do with the weekly is just keep the trend lines running like this one already, right there. Okay, and from there, the opportunities will show up. It has to be nice close setups. For example, if I say these 3 weeks over here, like I said, the setups sometimes will not happen, on a perfect way. But this is 1, 2, 3, and from there, the setups over there, and look that month over here. Now, if that is no goal, can anyone tell me? um, okay, Dave, no worries. If that is no goal, what else it could be? That's the trace that actually has an explosive moves, because at that point of time, a lot of people has lost their accounts, a lot of people has lost their hairs, some people has jumping out of the buildings, you know and you just coming and say, okay, it's time to have something to eat, and you come over there. All right, so that's what it is, and that's what we have to do. All right, my friends. So yeah, just keep the lines in place, I guess, once a month, and then this is a new way to look the weekly meta. All right, so this is a new way to use it, with more power, and look into that way. All right, and like I said, you can do tomorrow. Maybe we look in the commodities and the index just like that, and oh, you're gonna be astonished of that. Anyway, never stop searching, never stop looking, never stop. Always, it's an unstoppable machine that I continue looking there. But anyway, so we see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Cheers and bye.